So people ask me all the time, why am I so passionate about what we do in our practice, and just in general, why am I so passionate about helping people with their health? And for me, it's my story. I was like most infants out there, or newborns, I was born by C-section, and I'm 2 weeks into my life, and my parents said I was very colicky. I was not sleeping at night, and 2 weeks in, they're just over the top. They couldn't figure out what's happening, and so they take me to the hospital, and immediately the doctor said that they found 2 hernias, and they rushed me into surgery. They do a hernia surgery, and anytime you do any type of surgery, what happens is they put you on antibiotics to prevent infections, and those antibiotics destroyed my gut. So from 2 weeks old, all the way you fast forward through elementary school, my gut's destroyed. I'm that child that's constantly sick. My immune system's shot. I have the ear infections constantly. They put the ear tubes in. I have can't hold food down. I'm in and out of the hospital constantly, and I'm one of the skinniest kids you're ever going to see. So I'm going into middle school now, and I start passing out. So they did some testing, and they finally gave me another diagnosis. And this diagnosis this time was of hypoglycemia. And if you know anything about hypoglycemia, it's when your blood sugar drops, you can pass out. They told my parents I could die. And they said the answer was that I needed to walk around with a juice and a candy bar. Because if my blood sugar dropped, I needed to bring it back up, because that's the answer, right? Candy bars and juices. So you give a middle schooler free range of candy bars and juices. In 2 years, I became the most obese kid in my middle school class. And I remember this like it was yesterday. It's the summer between 7th and 8th grade, and I'm sitting in my room, and I'm thinking about my parents, and I'm looking at, my parents are overweight, they're on medications, they're not well. My grandparents are overweight and on medications. And all I've ever heard my entire life is the doctors telling me it's in your genes. This is the way it's going to be. And it felt like the weight of the world fell onto my shoulders that day. I felt hopeless. And on that day, I remember reaching into my closet. I grabbed the tie, and I put it around my neck. I fastened it to the top of the door, and I tried committing suicide. And I tell you that story because that is what fuels me today. Thank God that I obviously did not die that day, but what happened at that moment is that's the moment that I realized how important health was. When you lose your health, you lose everything. It doesn't matter how much money we have. It doesn't matter relationship. Nothing matters. And I lost my health because I was hopeless, and the medical system out there nobody ever told me the truth. Nobody ever sat down in front of me and really explained what was going on inside my body. So I fast forward, and I knew that I wanted to help people. I knew that I wanted to figure these things out. So I'm in my first year of college, and I'm going to pre-med. I'm going to be a medical doctor, and I'm sitting there, and I remember I'm walking down the hall. It's my first year, and I'm in the lunchroom, and I look over, and there's a college fair going on, and there's a table with a spine on it. And I think to myself, it's a chiropractic college, by the way, that's over there. I think to myself, all those quacks. That's what I thought. But it's my first year of college, so I looked over. There was a cute girl there, so I walked over there. And as I'm sitting there and chatting with this girl, literally in 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, she completely changed the trajectory of my life. In those 3 to 5 minutes, she explained to me what no other doctor had ever explained to me. She explained to me that there's this amazing power inside my body that can heal my body. She explained how the brain is connected through the organs, through the nervous system. And literally, I was sitting there in awe. After I met with her for 3 to 5 minutes, I ran upstairs. The library was upstairs with the computer room. I had classes all afternoon. I missed all my classes because I was so into what I was finding. I was researching chiropractic and testimonies, and I was just testimony after testimony kept on coming up of all the people that were getting better and well through this chiropractic thing. And I just related to all these different stories, and at that moment I knew exactly what I was going to do and what I was put here to do for the rest of my life. And that was to be a chiropractor and to help people find what health is, where it comes from, and teach them the truth that health does not come from the outside in, health comes from the inside out. And that's what I do, and that's why I love what I do. That's why I'm so passionate about this, because I've seen the changes in my health, in my life, and now I believe I've been put here on this earth to share that message with the world and help others find the truth when it comes to health, healing, and the way their bodies are designed to function.